Randall is going to start us off this hour in Cincinnati, Ohio, the home of the Super Bowl-bound Bengals. Oh, my goodness, taking the NFL by storm. Randall, how can we help?
Thanks for starting that way, guys. Who Day, by the way.
There it is.
Anyway.
I knew we had a shot at the Who Day, and so you just delivered beautifully, sir.
For sure. I inherited a home from my mother who passed away in December. For the full year prior to her passing, she had dementia, and both of my brothers are living in that home. They are not receiving that inheritance via her will. One of them had taken advantage of her in the last 6 months and completely depleted $35,000 out of her bank account.
Oh, my.
And so I'm stuck with this house and just not sure what to do, not sure what direction to go with the brother who has stolen. And so I'm just kind of overwhelmed with it, and I'd like to get your guys' advice.
Quick point of clarification, John. Yeah. So, Randall, do I understand that you inherited the house in the will? You personally?
Correct, yes.
Okay, and the two brothers are living in it?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and so first I want to say sorry about your mother's loss, man. How did she pass away?
Thank you. Her heart stopped. There were complications from the dementia. She was getting pretty bad off, but, with various medications and so on, and her heart eventually just gave out.
Okay. So what's your relationship like with your brothers? And it's an important context for how I'm going to suggest you move forward here.
My oldest brother, who is not the guilty party, I have a great relationship with him. I talk with him pretty frequently. My middle brother, it's very strained at the moment.
Okay. As it should be, because he stole $35,000 from your mother, his mom, right? And I'll go one step further. Were both of these brothers living with her during this time?
Yes.
Yeah, I would suggest older brothers is complicit in this too. Either through not stepping up or not saying, hey, no chance, you know what I mean? Not being involved in this deal.
Yeah.
So
it was mainly my middle brother who was doing most of her caretaking. He was without work. My older brother was working and contributing as much as he could, but for the most part, it was my middle brother who was doing that, and I almost think that he feels like he was owed that money because he was the one doing all the medical stuff and taking her to appointments and doing all of that.
Yeah, and you come to that conclusion when all the kids sit down and say, here's how we're going to handle the next 6 months of care, and then at month 4.5 or 5, you sit down and have that meeting again and say, how's everybody doing? And he just decided he was going to start billing his mother for care. He can be unemployed, living rent-free, billing mom by stealing from her. And that's the way addicts, that's the way thieves justify their behavior. And so there's a reason why your mom left you this house and didn't split it up amongst the boys. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you've heard me say this before. I'll say it again. It's not by your hand, but in your lap. You didn't cause this problem. You're a person of integrity and character, and that's why your mom trusted you with her home. And at this point, you have to decide, do I want to be the landlord of a thief and somebody who's not paying attention to mom? Or are you going to sell the house, tell them, hey, you guys got 30 days, I'm evicting you, I'm selling this house, and I'm moving on with my life. Even if you want to split up and give them some of the money, if you think that's the right thing to do. But I'm going to wash my hands of this house, and we're moving on with it. But I think that's your only option right now.
Yeah, I was coming to that conclusion. My concern was, what do I do with my brother?
How old is he?
Give him money? He's 51, and my oldest brother's 54.
It's time for you to stop taking care of him. He's a big boy.
Why would you give him money?
Yeah.
Instead of asking us if you should, why would you?
Yeah, it's the heart issue. I just feel so bad that he would be going out on the street, and I feel like I'm forced to kick him on the street.
He's robbed your mom.
Whoa. Is there anything in the will, any kind of directive or suggestion from your mom that when she decided for you to take care of the estate, specifically the house, that you were supposed to sell it and split the profits? Is there any direction at all?
No, it was just for the goods within the home that we were supposed to split. The house was specifically
so split the goods.
Yeah, split them.
Split the goods. Say here's what the will said. and this is what we're doing. We sell this, and here's your proceed. If you want to give him your cut just because you feel bad, I mean, this is more my colleagues' take, but I'm just going to common sense this. This isn't the counselor approach, but it's like you don't owe this 51-year-old brother anything other than what the will specifically lays out as it relates to the goods inside the house. Outside of that, this is up to your discretion, and you have to decide, am I going to base my relationship with my brother going forward on me giving him more money that he doesn't actually deserve or have any right to after he's already stolen money? I don't think you should lose any sleep over this at all.
Really, the right thing, and I say right not in a moral, ethical thing, but the right from a justice perspective is you call the police and you say that this man stole $35,000 from my mother over the course of 6 months, and I'd like it investigated. That's what justice would say. You sitting down and saying your free ride at 51 is over, and it's time for you to get a job and to get your own place. And if, like I said, I get the will says this, and I also get being a brother saying, how much is this house worth?
About 140.
Yeah, so I can imagine you holding $140,000 and watching your brothers move out, right? And that'd be hard. And you'd think, well, they deserve some of that. Whatever.
Well, technically, his cut, he ought to take the $35,000 out of his cut.
Ooh, I like that. I'm giving you each $35,005, and you can give one brother a $5 bill and the other brother $35,000 and high five him and tell him send him on their way. But there is a reason here why your mother left you this money. These problems don't come out of a vacuum. Someone just doesn't decide to take advantage of their dying mother. Has he been like this for a while?
Really, it's just developed over the last 6 months, to be honest with you, that I know of from bank records.
Why did she? No. I'm talking about just a little bit squirrely, a little bit out of work, a little bit, hey, Mom, I need to move back in.
A lot of 51 living with Mom.
Yeah, I mean, he's had various issues. He had a surgery. He broke his ankle, and that eventually led to more problems. So he's had some medical issues within the last 10 years is why he's went back with her.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, you're in the middle. The situation got dropped in your lap, brother. And I think the right thing to do is to tell him, hey, guys, it's time for y'all to find a new place. I'm selling this house. You can come up with the split if you think that's necessary. I don't think it is, especially to the brother who stole from your mom. But you got to sleep well at night.
So sorry for your loss, Randall.